Welcome back, my darlings. Today I'm doing this pretty grubby but rather lovely Honda CRV. You're going to be perched up there, I'm going to be down here, using some different equipment today because I'm not at my place and I haven't bought my car, I've come on a motorbike, so I'm using this pressure washer here, which is a little Nilfisk C110, more than capable of the job. They've got a snow foam lance which I've just serviced, so we'll be able to foam it up. They've got Bilt Hamber auto wheel, so I'll be able to use it on the wheels. I bought Corosol with me, and we're going to shampoo it with Auto Glim body work conditioner, I think it is, or body conditioning shampoo, whatever. It's a nice shampoo anyway, it's got a good rinse aid in it, so it helps dry it off. Then I'm going to finish it off with a bit of Bilt Hamber cleanser polish and some of the Turtle Wax Flex Wax. So without too much further ado, we'll start off up there. I'll move you around if I'm doing anything in particular that's interesting or not. Okay, thank you, watch on. Alright, so these wheels, they were worse than they looked and they took a lot of work and they were not perfect by the end of it. I'll talk about that a bit more when I get to them. As you see, pretty dirty, wheels were bad, just a layer of dirt all over the car. But it's been winter, you know, it's not that bad. I know it's been washed in over the winter and it's garaged, so it doesn't sit outside all the time. Anyway, as I mentioned before, got that little C110 this time, starting off with the wheels here, and I'm putting on the Bilt Hamber auto wheel. Gave that a good hit, let that rest for a while, come back and do the agitation in a minute. Okay, so when I rinse them off in a minute, you can see them, they don't look that bad, and they don't from a distance, but up close there was still a lot of ingrained brake dust. So I gave them a hit with something else. This was Turtle Wax Bleeding Wheel Cleaner. It's basically like Bilt Hamber's auto wheel, possibly not as strong, but it's a reactive wheel cleaner anyway. Give it a hit with that. That didn't make much of a dent. And then the other thing we had laying around was some Auto Glim Custom Wheel Cleaner. I gave that a go, and that also didn't make much of a difference. Now, that's to mention here is that is not the acidic wheel cleaner that Auto Glim have got. I think if we'd had that, it may have made a difference, but we didn't, so I used that, and I was also using that custom wheel cleaner on the tyres. You can see this was really dwelling, this snow foam. It hung around for a long time and was very thick. This was Valley Pro pH neutral snow foam. Just want to apologise a bit for the camera kind of like vibrating around a bit. It was because where the camera was perched up on its little gorilla pod, it was a bit windy, so it was getting buffeted around. But also just to apologise for the poor audio when I did the voiceover at the beginning. That was due to the fact I was actually standing quite far away from the camera and the mic, and then when I put on the background noise removal, it really clipped the audio that was there. But it's the best I could do. Anyway, now we are on to a bit of Corosol. There really wasn't much iron fallout from this. You can see from that footage there, it didn't really turn purple, which I was quite surprised by actually. And you can see in the foam on the floor, there isn't much purple in there, so that was good, I guess, but also surprising. In a minute though, I'm just going to clean up the boot and then I roll it inside the garage for a bit of polishing. Okay, so after bringing it inside for a bit of drying with the Chemical Kai's drying towel there, I'm now giving a cleansing polish with Bilt Hamber cleanser polish. Doing that all over the car, but starting here on the bonnet, and I will also be applying some Turtle Wax Flex Wax. So when you're applying Bilt Hamber cleanser polish like that, really you're just doing it with the weight of the machine. You're not correcting anything, it's filling any swells and stuff on the paintwork. So yeah, the machine's set to a relatively low speed, maybe 2 or 3, and it's just the weight of the machine. I'm not putting any pressure on, and I think here I'm using a white Chemical Guys Hexalogic pad, which is their light polishing pad. This is fine, doesn't leave any marring, might knock back some of the scratches a little bit, some of the light swirling, but nothing really corrective. It's just a great pad for applying this, and then I'm now just applying a bit of the Turtle Wax Flex Wax. Oh yes, a nice bit of sight light action there to really illustrate and highlight the work that I'm doing. Sit back and enjoy this because you can really see a difference. Just a few finishing touches coming up now, and that is me done. So all left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the results, and I will see you in the next one.